Hey, this is Eric, and we have been talking about Chinese cars for a very long time. And this year, the Chinese brand has taken up to 60% of the Chinese car market share. And for the EVs, the market share is even bigger. But in reality, what cars do Chinese people drive? Let's take a look in the parking lot and in the street, and let's see what cars are Chinese people driving. All right, now you can see this main street, and here is a parking lot. So there's a parking lot along the street, and as we can see, this is a convenience store, and that is a plastic surgery hospital, and that is a bank, and up there is like a massage shop and restaurant. So this is considered as kind of office area parking lot. So this one is Volkswagen, BMW, Porsche, BMW, Tesla, Nissan, Honda. But the interesting thing is probably this is because a plastic surgery shop. So we can see a lot of high-end car brands, and these Volkswagen, Porsche. And as you can see, these are secure CITC securities. So these are finance, so the cars should be better. Mercedes-Benz, Tesla, BMW. Honda and Range Rover. Mercedes-Benz, this is Neo, is an EV. So all the way are luxury cars, and most of them are like fuel and gasoline cars and fuel EVs. And Volvo is now part of Geely, I think, and it's an American car. Chevrolet. We finally saw Toyota, and this one Tesla. No, it's not Tesla. It's another Chinese EV. I don't know the brands. And this is Chang'an, another Porsche, another Mercedes-Benz and BMW. This one is a Trumpchi. It's a Chinese and Japanese joint venture. Another Hyundai, Cadillac, Mercedes-Benz, Kia. Okay, the French car. And another 911. It's BMW. Okay, so this is a office area, as just mentioned, probably because there is a bank and also a plastic surgery hospital. So most of the cars here we have seen are luxury brands. So that is not very typical. Give you the illusion that Chinese people are driving all those luxury cars. Okay, let's just go into the street. Let's see what kind of cars people are driving. I think the streets will tell more reality. Let me just stand here. Okay. Less luxury cars. So this is a Nissan, it's Volkswagen. We just saw a BYD taxi. That is EV. Also, another thing to mention that the car with the green plate is the EV. So you can tell quickly whether the car it is a new energy car or the traditional fuel car. So this one is a Wuling. This is a very cheap car, which is widely used for, transportation. And that one is from the GM. It's called Baojun. And we see one Chang'an. This one is probably the Beijing one. Is the EV. This car is widely used for the taxi. This is actually a EV. It's Geely. is also a taxi, and Toyota, Neo. So Neo is considered as kind of high-end EV in China. Okay, now this is I think it's a Huawei car. It's the Alto M9, Toyota, Volkswagen Cadillac, Audi, and this one is Dongfeng. It's also a EV. I think this one is also probably a kind of Uber thing. Huawei, I think it's the same factory of MG. We see a BYD electric bus. Okay, we see another Hongqi. All right. Okay, you can see a lot of like scooters, e-bike. Yeah. So in this city, in the downtown area, the motorbike is not allowed. So all those like kind of e-bikes are used for delivery guys who deliver their like takeaway or run errands for the customers. So this is the street view. Okay, with another Norway and EV. Audi. Frankly speaking, in China you will see more luxury cars than you can find in most of the countries. You know, I have been to Switzerland. I mean, there are a lot of BMW, Audi, and Mercedes-Benz. You know, very good cars, luxury cars. But when you go to US, you will not find this much like luxury brand cars. Another BMW. And this one is, I think it's Dongfeng. It's EV. So this guy is also driving an e-bike. I think he works for the job of to help out. How do I call it? You know, when you get drunk, you're allowed to drive. So he will be the driver to help you to drive the car after you drinking. Okay, finally we got a Lexus. No more coming. Buick, American car. Neo, Suzuki. Here comes the Xiaopeng Xpeng. A beautiful lady is driving this car. Is the Beijing, another taxi, or an Uber thing. This Geely is also an EV. So this electric truck. Okay, let's check. Here comes another Cadillac and Volkswagen, Toyota, Volkswagen, Cadillac. I don't know the brand of this bus. Range Rover and BYD. I think it's BYD Yuan Plus. Is Nissan. So this is the street view. Alright, so this is all the cars we have just seen in the street. But I don't think this video tell the whole story of the Chinese cars, or the cars are being used by the people here. The different cities have a different reality. For example, the city now here is the city is called Changsha. It is kind of tier 2 cities with a population of 7. I think it's more than 7 million. Because last year it's probably, because if you can see, you put the whole area, I think the population around like 10 million something. It's a huge city. No matter where you put this city in the world. But in China, it is just considered another big city. It's not that big. And also the area I just shoot, it's also special because there's like banking, there's like plastic surgery thing. So we saw more luxury brands than other places. And also because of different cities have different car policy. For example, in the city I work in, it's called Shenzhen, where you can find more EVs than Changsha. And you can also see even more luxury cars in certain areas. And in this city, so EVs are less than Shenzhen. And we can also see kind of not that expensive luxury cars brands. But anyway, this what I have just seen. Hopefully this will give you a little bit understanding of the Chinese car market here. So the conclusion will be the Chinese brands are definitely taking more market shares in the past, and it's gonna be more in the future. But in reality, because a car is unlike the smartphone or other product which you can use just for like 1 or 2 years or 3 years, for cars you have to use it like for many years, like 5 or 10 years. So changing the car is not that quick or easy. So even the Chinese car brands are getting more market share, but the existing car market or the cars which were purchased previously are still out there. So we can still see a lot of brands from USA or Japan or Germany, but we see less Chinese cars. But maybe in the next few years in the streets there are going to be more Chinese car brands. Anyway, thank you. I hope that you find this content interesting. Thank you very much.